All right, welcome to lesson 3, slope-intercept form. So remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope, b is the y-intercept. Okay, so on this one it says graph the line with the slope 2/3, y-intercept 2. So first of all, let's put that in a slope-intercept form. This will be my slope is m, this is my b. So wherever I see m, I'm replacing it with 2/3, and wherever I see b, I'm replacing it with 2. So it becomes y equals 2/3 x plus 2. And remember, whenever you graph, what do you always start with? The y-intercept. That's what you start with. Then do what your slope tells you to do. Remember, slope is rise over run, or in other words, up, down, over, left, right. Rise or lower, up and down. Run is horizontal. So this tells you whether it's going up or down. This tells you whether it's going left or right. So in this case, whenever you graph, you always start with the y-intercept. In this case, it's 2. So, since it's positive 2, I go up 2. It's y-intercept, so it's along my y-axis, up and down. Slope is 2/3. So from there, on top, my rise is 2, and since it's positive, it means I go up. So I go up 2 more. My run is 3. Since it's positive, that means right 3. So I go up 2, right 3, 1, 2, 3. That's my graph. So I just find the one that looks like that, and actually it looks like it's going to be this one. Start with 2, go up 1, 2, over 1, 2, 3. There's my equation. There's a graph of that line. Okay. All right, now let's look at question 6. Write the equation that describes the line with a slope 1 and y-intercept at -1/2 in slope-intercept form. So doing what we just did, y equals mx plus b. Remember, m is the slope, b is the y-intercept. So y equals, it says m is my slope, slope is 1. So I replace m with 1, replace my b, my y-intercept, plus -1/2. So in other words, it's y equals 1x minus 1/2. So it'll be this one. Questions of that? All right. That's 6. Let's look at 11. Write the equation 5x plus 10y equals 30 in slope-intercept form. Again, y equals mx plus b. M is my slope, b is my y-intercept. So in other words, I need to get y by itself. So if it's 5x plus 10y equals 30, how do I get y by itself? Well, first of all, it's being multiplied by 10, and it's being added by 5x. Remember, whenever we solve, order of operations tells us to go this order when we evaluate. However, when we solve SAD MEP. So, if it's being multiplied by 10, it's being added by 5x, I gotta look to add or subtract first, then I'll look to multiply or divide. I can't subtract 10 away because it's being multiplied, but I can subtract 5x. That's gone. I'm left with 10y equals, now 30 and -5x, are those like terms? Nope. So I leave it as -5x plus 30. Now, y is being multiplied by 10, opposite of multiplying by 10, divided by 10. And I do that to everything. So I get y equals negative 1/2 x plus 3. Because negative 5 divided by 10 is negative 1/2. 30 divided by 10 is positive 3. Whenever you graph, what do you always start with? The y-intercept. Start here, then do what this tells you to do. So I go up 3, and then my slope, rise over run. Remember, slope is rise with the y's, all over run. This tells me up, down. That tells me left, right. Well, it's negative 1. So is that going up or down? It's negative, so that means it's going down 1. And then positive 2, is that going run? Remember, run is left and right. If it's positive 2, is it going left or right? Positive 2. So that's my graph. So I find the one that looks like that, and it looks like it's going to be up 3. Yeah, looks like it's going to be this one. A1/2 x plus 3. Okay. All right. That's number 11. Now, last one, let's look at number 16. This is a good word problem. Water level of a river is 34 feet, and it's receding at a rate of 0.5 feet per day. Receding, so that means it's decreasing, so it's going to be a negative. It says per day, so the water level start at 34 and it's receding at 0.5 feet per day. So the water level equals negative 0.5 times the number of days starting at 34. And how many days will the water level be 26 feet? So when will, in other words, when will W equal 26? Well, let's plug in 26 for W. 26 equals negative 1/2 times the number of days plus 34. How do I get rid of 34? Subtract it. What's happening to D? It's being multiplied by negative 1/2. What's the opposite of multiplying by negative 1/2? Dividing by negative 1/2. However, divided by a fraction, it's the same thing as multiplying by its reciprocal. So I'm going to multiply this by negative 2/1, multiply by negative 2/1. That's gone, and I get negative 2 times negative 8 is positive 16. So 16 days later, it'll be at 20, the water level will be at 26 feet. Again, if you guys have any questions about any of this, let me know. Shoot me a message in Canvas, email me, somehow reach out to me, and we'll get this all taken care of. Hope all is well, guys.